Hello there! Right, so it actually said, sorry, it just said unstable stream health. I'm not sure if that's because I had the preview window open or not. Just gonna make sure it should still... Come on, what's going on? Please update. Okay, it says live. Okay. Right, that should be good. Okay, preview is on. This works. Right. Sorry, it's just the stream quality suddenly dropped down to unstable. I wasn't sure if I'd accidentally disabled something or clicked off the screen or whatnot. But anyway. Welcome to Planet Coaster. So, I'm going to quickly, before anything else, turn down the music a bit because, ow, I have headphones on and it gets a bit loud sometimes. Hopefully it's okay for your audio settings or your volume. But I don't think anyone's around that's been following my channel long enough to know that quite a few years ago I did videos on Roller Coaster Tycoon 3, which was, I believe, made by the same developers as this game. So Planet Coaster is essentially a modern Roller Coaster Tycoon 3. And I very much liked Roller Coaster Tycoon 3. Even though I wasn't particularly good at the whole management thing, I did very much enjoy working with the more scenery stuff. I used to build parks with absolutely no coasters. I just tried to make sort of whole scenic parks of western towns and pirate villages and horror mansions and that kind of stuff. And when those videos of Roller Coaster Tycoon 3, I did do a half of the career playthrough, but my main Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 series was the 4 Worlds playthrough, where I had a sandbox park. I divided it into 4 sections using a pathway. So in the top left I had Western, top right Pirate, or in that case Adventure, so Pirate and Sultan, that kind of stuff, or Arabian. The bottom left I had Sci-Fi, and bottom left was Horror or Spooky. And I very much enjoyed that. It's quite a long time ago, fond memories, so I picked up Planet Coaster in the Christmas sale, been playing with it a little bit, and I still got quite a bit to learn in terms of actual creation and such, but I thought I'd do something a bit different than what I've done before, because this is on Twitch, but I am planning on uploading this to YouTube as well once it's done, because I wanted to actually do some more variety in my videos compared to doing just Medieval 2 and Left 4 Dead 2 all the time. So, I've wasted about 3 or 4 minutes dilly-daddling, so let's go into Sandbox. Now, I was planning on doing 4 Worlds 2.0, but it seems a bit restricted in the sense that basically your starting environment, you can't have it blank, it's automatically sort of a pre-made environment. And you've only got, for whatever reason, they've restricted you to just 8 types of terrain. So if I go into desert, I can only use... I mean, I could try to sort of angle this so I could have grass and sand and all the stuff, but I don't know if I'd have all the terrain types I'd need for... 4 different worlds, and I don't even know which ones I'd have. Which one would fit best with Sci-Fi? Not sure. But you know, for the time being, I'm just going to go with what is probably my favourite theme in both Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 and Planet Coaster, which is Western. And I'm going to call this... I can't really think of a proper witty name for a Western park or town, so I'm just going to call it whoops, no, what have I done? Shift tab, no, sorry. Other way from Eastern. Eastern, that's it. No. Bollocks. Wrong button. You don't go east, you go west for a western town. Place, I don't know. Other way from Eastern town. Park. Whatever, I'm just going to call it a park. There. So. I'm just going to preface this right now in that I'm going to focus mainly on sort of setting up on more scenic stuff compared to, oh, for goodness sake, I'm going to focus more on scenery than I am on rides. So basically I intend to make it so I have a little almost words today, I'm losing my words. Basically I've got a starting zone, and what I used to like to do is to build one of those transport rides, such as the train or carts or whatever, that the guests could ride on to get to other areas of the park, and sort of just have it go around the whole map and sort of design a park with mountains and towns and villages and all that kind of stuff, so that you'd ride the ride in first person view and essentially sort of observe all the scenery around the place. So I can go under arches, into tunnels. I'm going to do a train thing. But for the starting point, I think I'm just going to start with a little village and do the scenery around it. So there's probably going to be a lot of pauses or quite a bit of dead air and such, since this isn't an edited thing like Medieval or Rome or City Skylines or any of that. But let's just start with a path. So I'm going to go with natural path. Natural path. And I want this to have curved slopes, railings. I don't want any of this. I suppose what's different about these? Curved slopes, angles, railing on ground queue, railing on ground path off. So let's right. So this just does that. No. Whoops. No. Damn it. Sorry. Oh, goodness. Buttons. I'm losing buttons. Q. What would work best with, I suppose, wooden? Because even though ideally it would be more of a, for a western town, it'd be more of a dirt path, because roads there were basically lines across the ground where you didn't have to worry too much about tripping over rocks or bushes. But but this is really, what exactly is the difference between a natural path that marks your terrain with curb railings? So if I try to go for terrain, would this, no, it doesn't restrict it. Or are you supposed to follow it yourself or something? Well, you know what, that's the best I've got, so I might as well just stick with it. Right, so I want it to be nice and wide. Okay. There we go. Oh, it does cause a very slight terrain adjustment. I think I can just see it. Actually, no. I'm going to start with the train itself. I'm going to try to do myself a little train station. Oh, for goodness sake, I'm losing it. I'm sorry. Like I said, I'm not very good at this. Right, so, track rides. I want rides. Yeah, no, that's custom. I want it to be Steam Trail, Coney Express, Iron Railroad. Or Iron Horse. Which one looks... I'd say this looks more Western. So, we are going to... Can I adjust this? No, I can't. Station with left entry, left exit, yeah. So I'm kind of going to base it a bit off of Armadillo from Red Dead Redemption, where you come in via the train station and there's a straight long road going up ahead. And, or maybe I should have buttons. Nope, that's advanced maneuver. Damn it! What's it? Z, that's it, Z. And angle snap actually. Okay. Angle snap is a bit off though. Yeah, like I said, this is probably going to be quite a slow thing, and I'm sorry. You know, let's just have the train going off to the side. Right entry and right exit. There we go. So I want to make sure I've got myself enough room to have it loop back round. Okay. So that's that done. We're probably going to start seeing lots of notifications coming up saying that you need to finish the track and such. So now we're on to scenery. So unfortunately when it comes to... No, I need building. So unfortunately when it comes to buildings, it doesn't actually seem to accept actual building set old... Oh, it does. Oh. Last time I thought maybe it's with doors and windows, decorations. I'm sure a while ago it didn't actually come up with anything when I set it as Old West. I don't know, maybe I accidentally has something else selected. By the way, we are going to start with... Unfortunately, oh Christ alive, that's annoying. That can I shut this up? Stop, stop, stop. How do I turn you off? Triggers. Just go away. No, that's just the music volume. Fairy tale. Is there a Western one? Old Timers Campfire? Sure, why not? I said Old Timers Campfire. There. Okay, how do I stop you from making that noise? Because it hurts me. No, stop. What if I pause it? There we go, that shut it up. Okay, sorry about that. Gonna have it paused for the time being. So now I need to try and build myself a little railroad station. I was gonna use the... that must be why it wasn't showing up. I don't actually have any flat roofs, I think, which is what I mainly use for floors. Yeah, I suppose in a pinch I could... Tar roofs, I suppose I could use this. Or maybe decks. Maybe decks would work. Yeah, this could work. Obviously it will require quite a bit of placing down. I'm sure there was a 2x1 option somewhere in decorations. Or maybe that was somewhere else. Okay, either way. Okay, I need to try to remember everything is now, I'm sorry. There it is. So, decks. And then we go align to surface. It's pretty much the same height. Yeah, damn it. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. I believe in you. Maybe I need to reduce my mouse sensitivity. That's good enough. Right, this is unfortunately quite the sort of slow part, so to say, when you've got to carefully position each and every one individually. But hopefully, you know, you get enough attention to detail, it should turn out well enough. Okay, that works. Got the rest of the deck. And then this part. How much further? Oh, Christ. Yeah, we've got a way to go on this one. We're just about halfway. Okay, and then down here. And along there. And that. And that. And there. And there. And there. And there. Oh, I was afraid this was going to happen. It doesn't actually. I'm going to have to try to do that. It's not really noticeable. At least you can meld things together to iron out any slight discrepancies and such. So that could be the entryway onto the train. Now, ideally... Thing is, I haven't actually designed... A lot of the stuff I won't have actually designed before in this game, so it's going to be pretty much a case of learning as I go. I think what we need to do is set up a little ticket booth. Obviously not counting this, but an actual building which is a ticket serves as a ticket booth. So we're going to go with... whoops, no, not that, not that, not that. Which looks best? That's natural wood batten. They got plank woods, and not that. Plank wood, probably. I'm not sure which one actually, or painted wood. I'm not really sure which one would really look a bit more Western. Not sure if, because like I said, I'm trying to base off of Armadillo from Red Dead Redemption, which is pretty much wood. Which kind of wood though? Natural batten or natural plank? Natural plank probably. Well, both of those really go with the decks. This might go a bit better. Maybe do a bit of variety. Let's go with natural wood batten for now. So, this matches with two of those. So if I have the ticket booth going 1, 2, 3, 4, like that, and there we go, and that works. It is a bit off, but hey ho. Can have this as a ticket booth. So I need, there we go, and then, and perhaps I can have it climb up a bit. How does that look? Because what kind of roof pieces have we got? It says it uses corrugated iron for all of the pre-made blueprint Western buildings, but do they have corrugated iron in those days? Not sure. I'm going to be sticking with wooden tile roofs. Because I was thinking of having a sort of a tower with a chimney, or perhaps it would just be... Nah, let's not go too overboard. Can I put any kind of scenery items in here to make it look like a ticket booth? Filters, scenery theme, Western. What kind of options do they... Ooh, luggage. Yes, we'll definitely be using luggage. I can actually make our own locomotive tracks, but I've already got one of my own, thank you. Definitely put an oil lamp here. Oh, paddle steamer is very nice. Oh, I've lost it. And some luggage. Yeah, let's put some luggage visible in the back. I didn't want... there aren't really any floor options. The only real floor option I've seen is flat roofs. So I suppose I kind of have to do this. Which isn't ideal, but it's all I've really got. I suppose modern wood also serves as a floor, but you know what, that'll work. Okay, and then we can put some things inside. Scenery. What about you? Can I put you in here? No, I want you to be a bit closer. Let's say there. That's a. Is there a better one I could use with more of an open hole? Open hole. Shut up. This was wood batten. I think I can actually do one of these. Only problem is it takes up, well, maybe an arch. Yeah, I'll use an arch, then put in a low wall. So get rid of that and get rid of that. And then put in that. And then a low wall. No, need that here. And there we go. That works. A bit more visible. Okay. And then we put in our usual scenery items, which were an iron boiler. No. Usual pieces of a train. I need the line to surface as well. What can we do for this? Oh, some large tents as well. Right, what did I skip past? I'm sure there were more than this earlier. Western. Where'd the luggage and stuff go? And the lights. Oh, right, down here, sorry. Right, so we'll have some luggage visible where people have dropped some things off. And why not have a rope coil above it just to add a bit more character? We definitely need a sign as well. I think those are in buildings. Yeah, wall signs. For the star, that's more for the sheriff. Ooh. Excuse me. Something a bit smaller. Can I actually write on these, by the way? Never actually tried that. That kind of gets in the way of his face. Let's just go with a bit big. Ah, that's perfect. Is there any... Aha, I can write on it. And... yeah. No, I mean, this one seems to work quite well. Text color, I want it in white. Not pure white, though. Kinda. Racing. Ranchers, no. How many of these are there? Well, definitely not. Let's just stick with that, that works. Right, tickets. And now in terms of scenery, let's get the oil lamp back up there. Just provide a bit of extra lighting. Let's add some more little boxes and such. Okay. No, not on his face. And some little ones. There we go. Okay. And I don't think there's any real kind of shelf items I can put on. Maybe a giant piston or something. Any tiny? Not a wash tub. No real small items. Maybe we just put a coffin on there or something. That'll work enough. Right, now I just need to put on a roof. So let's just go with a nice, simple, slightly. Let's just go with 2 meters. There we go. And a nice, simple, gentle slope. There we go. Any kind of, yeah. We don't really need that to be. Just put that there. Add a bit of character. And there we go. Done. Right, we've got ourselves a little ticket booth. Anything we can put on the walls? I suppose we can put in some windows. Now, you also need a door as well. Where's align to surface? Let's just put it by there. And then some simple windows along here. There we go. And around the back, of course. I'm not trying to be overly neat. And there we go. We got ourselves a nice little ticket booth. So now we can have the deck sort of... Let's have the deck carry on, say... where's it gone? Down here. And there we go. And just because I can, let's just carry it on there, even though it does jut out a little bit, but just so it matches with the building. And then this is going to be quite a time-consuming thing, but hopefully it'll turn out well enough. An emphasis on the words hopefully. I mean, there's already unfortunately a very slight dip caused by elevation changes. What if I do this? That actually causes it to sort of be correct. Okay. And let's not carry it any further than that. Carry on. And then I can use all this space to put on some extra bits and bobs, some benches, some more cargo. A few things here and there. Okay. And just a little bit more on this section is done. Obviously it's a little bit off, but we'll just get rid of a line to surface and do that. It's a bit off. Can we adjust that a bit more? That's the best we're really gonna get. Okay. And then one last slot coming down this way. Then we can add some little steps coming up to it. And then see what we can do with the... put down some cargo and stuff. Then we'll see about... whoops, no, that's a bit off. And then we'll see about what we can do with the other side. Okay. There we go. A little bit there. I suppose I could try to do... that doesn't really do anything. Yeah. Okay. Kind of wish there was a kind of grid system I could do with these, but hey ho. And this is unfortunately a bit of an awkward part. Get rid of a line to surface, and we're just gonna have to do that. Okay. So this could be the main sort of waiting area where people can move to get on the train. I could actually try to put some more decks along here. sort of make the... Can I actually change the colour of the... That's the car colour, but I can't actually change the colour of the actual loading area, I think. We'll worry about that later. In the meantime, let's get some steps along here. And we've got that one. And that one. And that one. Hang on. No, those are floating. Okay, get rid of align to surface. Advanced maneuver. Okay. And then just regular surface move. Hang on, I just need to get the... Just want to make sure that it's not actually buried in the ground or too far into that building. There we go. And then... That is not floating. That works. And then we've got that one. And then that one. I'm hoping that this isn't too out of line here. It's just a little bit. Well, I'm not sure exactly what we can do about that. Sort of... Yeah, hang on. Yeah. What can we do about this? Can't really do a whole lot. Damn it. I mean, if I had done the single ones, it probably still would have mapped out because it is just a little bit out of position here. Need to figure out what I can do. I suppose I could actually move these ones and just adjust this that way slightly. And then do the same thing here. Damn it, come on. There we go. Okay. And then do the same thing here. I suppose it doesn't look as odd if we have it slightly in the middle, then we can just put something here. So scenery, if we say have a lamppost here, provide some light, then we have a reason for it to have a gap in the middle. Okay. There we are. So now we just need to put in, say, a bit of shelter and such for people who are waiting, just in the off chance that it does actually rain. And these trees are looking far too green for a desert environment. Alright. Well, at least a bit of from the sun, actually. Shelter from the sun. So if we go into wood batten arches... And then, or maybe pillars and columns would be better. 2 meters, 4 meters. Let's just say 2 meters. Whoops, no. Damn it. Yeah. 2 meters, aligned surface, position snap. Can I have it snap on? I can actually use these for reference. So, say these ones, put it, this doesn't actually count as a building though, so if I try to put a roof here, wait, what have I done? That, Not to mention the roofs here are quite sizable. I could actually use... Yeah, veranda roofs are better. Okay, I'm going to stick with that. Sorry about this. So in front of this, I'm going to put a column and then another one. And try to put on a veranda roof, which is here. And that pretty much works out perfectly, actually. mostly. No, I don't want to. Don't want any of that. Okay. Just a little bit higher. Okay. And if I put in some veranda supports, in which case I will need an align to surface. And a little bit. There we go. And along this way, the same again. There we go. Yes, we've got a bit of shelter from the sun and from any possible rain here. We can do the same along this side as well. We'll put in some columns. Columns. Going past them. In the middle one. So we want it along here and here-ish, I think. Is that too far apart? I can actually put in the roof right now. And then... No, damn it, I've got this turned back on. And now it's done. Oh, for goodness sake. Do that. Why have you done this? You're going the wrong way. Aren't you? No, he's not. Right. You're going the right way, sorry. And if I just put it like that. No, that's all wrong. No, stop. Wooden veranda roof. Like this. There we go. And now I can align the pillar to it. Wooden pillar. Advance to surface. Yeah, that does work. So now we just put in the supports as usual. And we are in business. There! Okay, shelters are done. Now I need to put in some boxes and such, and some cargo, so that it looks well used. Crate planter, I don't know. Have some dynamite crates, why not? And let's just have it at an angle, just show people sort of haphazardly leaving it around. There we go. Hitching post for horses. Have some open dynamite crates. Some more luggage. Plenty of that around. Steamer trunk. Giant oil pump. A notice board would actually work for a ticket booth, I think, to notice ticket prices or what. Have one of these there, why not? It's a Western, you get lots of rope everywhere. Can I... No, this poster board is just for more scenery items. And the crates, this is what I wanted. Right, so this goes that way. Have some small crates put on top of it. And... Oh, that was just a medium, this is a large. Okay. It's a bit big. I think that's so... I know we've got cargo. But that's not under the Western theme. Fruity cargo, this is more this is all pirate themed, but this is quite sizable as well. Yeah, I'll leave it for now, but I definitely could do with some barrels. Nope, that's ball. No, wrong buttons, sorry. Barrels, that's what I want. I have one over there. Have some more over here. Some small barrels alongside it. And there we go. Is it worth putting one of these on? Let's leave it for now. I think that looks quite well occupied, or quite well used at least, for transportation and such. So now that this is done, I can set up some pathways and sort of have the rest of the town following along this road here. So if I mark myself out a path just to get myself started. Okay. Okay. There we go. I have the town go along this way while the train sort of follows along with the town. Although then again, that does quite restrict my building along this way. I can't have too many big buildings. We'll see how it goes for now. Don't want this to go... No, cancel that. Have it go for much less big. Less big. No. We're not having anyone going here. Let's just mark out this for the terrain marker. Do I want sand? Sand isn't... Mud would be more appropriate, I guess. Yeah, that looks more like a path. Rock. Rocky sand. That's pretty much what the terrain is anyway. And this... Whoops, no. Let's just stick with mud for now. Some well-trodden paths. There we are. And now we just fill this lot in. There we are. And now we can start work on some construction. So I might try and have it played to get some people in just to make it a bit more lived in. I'll just put in some basic amenities, maybe a park or maybe a simple ride or two, some shops and whatnot, so that people can wander around, make it a bit more lively and such. I'm going to be focusing mainly on scenery for the opening part. Shame it kind of... Well... I suppose I could get a building of sorts. For the time being, I actually want to look at some blueprints. So, Western. We want... Ooh, Rivera. Fancy. Nah. Sci-fi. Silversmith Manor. Ooh. Some building work going on there. But this is what I want. Western. So, quite simple. More detailed. Abandoned church. Don't abandon all hope, indeed. Gambling den. A large building. Just to try, I can use this as sort of a base to give me an idea of what kind of things I can build. Cash only, no cold teeth. Well, it actually makes sense to have a hotel by the train station, since people can get off and then yeah, can get off the train and into the hotel, or out of the hotel and into the train. Sort of angle it a bit. I want angle snap off for this one, just so I can try to line up with the path a bit better. Let's just go with that. Okay. So, Hotel Desperado. Bit plain at the back. We need to do some work on that. And, no, I want terrain. Just colour in this bit here, so it looks worn and walked on. There we go. Huh. That's a bit uneven. I'm guessing that's deliberate. Adds a bit of character. Need to put some windows and such around the back. What kind of windows did you use here? These, but they're coloured. Let's put in some more basic ones around the side. So along this way. And oh, there's one here as well. I just put another one of a different colour. And around here, maybe some larger, more fancy ones. Now let's just keep it going. Okay. And done. 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 There we go. Just some simple things like that can make a building a bit less plain. Right, that's that done. So we got ourselves our own little hotel to start off with. And other than that, mandatory buildings, things like the saloon and the sheriff's office. And we need to can also have some little alleyways coming across here. See, this bit is a bit awkward. I suppose I can have another path coming down this way. A more smaller one. Okay. And terrain wise, we need to colour that back in. Okay. Do 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 do. And da 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 da. There we are. So, what other buildings can we make? Damn it, this little angle right here, that's going to be awkward. Because once you actually get a building started, you're stuck to 90-degree angles. You can't do sort of light angles, I believe. At least that's what I've seen when I tried them. No, I'll just build one, say, going along here. One all... Let's go with plank this time. And we want it to go where it starts to be straight here. Maybe I can have a sort of outdoors area linking to the building in this part. Okay. Yeah, I'll have this area fenced off and then put something in it. So, not sure what this building can be. We'll just have it as sort of a standard building. Although then again, it does need... Most Western buildings have decks of sorts. This one... So I can just be a standard house for now. With a little outdoors area. So, fairly regular, unremarkable building. We'll give it one for each in the sense of a sort of a larger tower in one corner. Say along here. Yeah, we'll do that. Just to make it a little bit more distinctive from the ticket booth, which is relatively plain. Okay. And doors and windows. Basic door. Along there. And then some standard windows. Let's just use these ones. Well, this isn't really a house anymore. This is too large to be a single house. Maybe a shop of something. Okay, and then along here. Actually, no. This is going to be the out... Need some fences. Right, scenery. Western fences. Filters, scenery theme. Western. We've got a low western fence here. Or we can have logs. Well, that's a sawn actually. And we've got some rough western fences here. Let's just... I'm not sure which ones. Let's just stick... Whoops, not with the water tower. Let's just stick with this for now. Okay. And then... doesn't really... bit wide to properly match up with this. Yeah, that could be a little opening. Yeah, let's just stick with that. Okay. And then just matched up with that. And hang on, why is the preview stuck? Oh, what's going on here? Why is my preview... Sorry about this. Preview window looks a bit odd. What's going on here? Why is it stuck like that? Has it been like this the whole time? Oh boy. Okay. Now it seems to be working. Sorry about that, I'm not sure what's going on there. Media resource decoding error. Drop some frames. This is a problem of doing it as a live stream and not an actual recording. Things like this can happen. Ideally, I'd want to figure out a use for these buildings before I build them, just so I have an idea of how to best design them. Because this one I'm just doing all willy-nilly. It's a bit off. I'm not sure. Maybe this could make this an impromptu sort of horse looking after building. I'm not sure. Horse looking after building. There. Give it a basic roof. Add to the building. Want this to be a corner. Actually. Better have it as a slope. Yeah. And I have some corners on this side. Whoops, no. Yeah. There we go. And then actual slopes. And then we'll just put in a wall along here, which is no, that's batten, not plank. Want plank right here. There we go. And then doesn't. We'll stick with it for now. Hopefully, I'll get better at this as time goes on. That's how it ideally should work. And then we can have it just a simple ridge. Yeah, we'll just have it like that. And then basic plank wall. No, that's like this and like that. There we go. This is a nice simple building. And I can start to make more detailed ones like the hotel as I go on and try to learn a bit better and figure out what these different kind of buildings are going to be used for. Okay. And I can maybe have some little alleyways poking out between them and such. Yeah, let's just do that right now. Just a alleyways. And then another one along here. In fact, made that one a bit wide. Let's just lighten it out a bit. Like that. And then correct that. Alright. So I suppose I can put some things in here. Scenery wise, we have got... Oh, so maybe I can put some people sort of sitting down here. Like that. Oh, this is quite low now I think about it. We'll leave it. I think these animatronic... Most of these animatronics should be taller than the actual... Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're taller than... What do you say? Should... Maybe? I don't know. Right, so we want sort of horse troths and things. Or maybe an undertake? I want more detailed building for an Undertaker. Because there is an actual Undertaker building in the blueprints, and it looks a lot better than this pile of poo. Or maybe a wagon storage. Yeah, it can hold wagons, even though they couldn't actually get out of that gap. That's an idea. Get rid of this fence. And then wagons can come and go. Okay, so where's some wagons? No. I think they're only... There's a bear wagon. As in a wagon that's bare, not a wagon made of or carrying a bear. And we've got a canvas one here. Which we can put like this. I don't think we can fit in a third. Nah. We'll leave it like that for now. Perhaps we can put in some boxes and such. There's some crates for storage and whatnot. There we go. Steam shovel. Whoa. Right. And yeah. That'll be fine for now. I can put in the finer details of these buildings later. Just try to figure out the bigger layout of this town. I don't want to go on for too long because I don't want to sort of go far too late into the evening. So I might just try and build one more building. Now what kind of building? Just to get an idea, what have we got in the blueprints? So in Western, I've got sheriff's places and whatnot. Sheriff's building, relatively small. Stables, much bigger. Yeah, the Undertakers. Actually a mix of buildings, including actual stonework and such. These are all made of planks. Yeah, planks seems to be the main sort of Western building thing. Horse vet, horse repair. Yeah. Or maybe basic large building. Oh, this is wagon service. Ah yes, it actually has a place to put the wagons in. It's actually being lifted up by... Oh, that's a nice touch. Excuse me. Need to think of things like that. Also need to think of foliage and whatnot. Let's... Yeah, have a basic sheriff's building. Maybe a bit more stylish though. So, building wise, custom building, walls. Let's lay it out with, I'm going to do some decks here as well. Let's lay it out with basic sort of 1 meter high walls. Although I don't, yeah, I might as well do that. And then the basic sheriff's office will be here. And then coming down this way will be the actual jail cells. So basically you come in through a door here. The sheriff will be around here. And then the actual jail cells will be lined up along this area. So now that's done, let's get some actual full length walls. There we go. Along here. And done, done. And that. And now for some decks. Okay. And we want it round about there-ish. No. Okay. There's probably going to be quite a lot of deck laying going on in this construction work, which is unfortunately something we're going to have to put up with. Alright. And then along here, that. And then, come on, work with me here. There we go. And I can take off a line to surface, but I think it sort of stops me from going too far into the wall and misaligning things. At least that's how it should work. Does this really not? We're just going to have to do it like this, I'm afraid. Not too noticeable, mostly. It works at least. Right, so that's the deck. And then we can put up things like railings and roofs and such, and a balcony. I think I need to get some buildings with proper balconies. Okay. Decorative or not. Right, railings. That's what we need, railings. Which, you don't even actually have railings here. What's with that? Do you? No. Need to get out of the western... Oh, yes, there are railings. They're a bit... These ones are more sort of rickety and western, but I think you'd expect the sheriff's building to be a little bit higher class, so to say. But we also need some steps, so unfortunately that means a bit more step laying. Sorry. And I think I can actually sort of have them not protrude from the ground. If I try to position it just right. That looks like it could work. And then we put it along this area as well. There we go. And then some more sizable ones along here. Okay. Hopefully that works out well enough. It may not. If I try to line up with these. There we go. And then like that. And then like that. And then like that. Oh, for goodness sake. Right, we're going to have to adjust these again, unfortunately. Actually, no, we don't need it. We don't need those. We'll just have them one way in and out. With maybe one more central one. We'll see how the railings turn out. Or maybe... We'll have one central one, just so you're not relegated to having come up and down one area. There we go. And now some of these. Where we just have standard little railings. Perfect. Then along here. And along there. Lovely. Now we just need a... Let's just have one. Actually, it makes more sense. Since the sheriff's office is in that room, it makes more sense to have the door there. So maybe I'll just... It does unfortunately screw this up a bit. What if I do... this? It is a bit awkward, to say the least. Hang on, we don't want no line to surface, please. And then like this. That's a bit cringeworthy. Why can't I get these kind of things right? Let's just keep that there for now. Or maybe... Oh dear. This is unfortunately the brain fart moment, so I don't know exactly what to do, where to do. These decks, I'm guessing it's mainly to do with the way I'm placing them, where there's always just these little bits sort of meshed into each other, which then just add up, which cause them to come out of place. But these, yeah, they do stretch out a bit further than one tile, which is a bit awkward. Okay, what if I try some different ones? Get rid of that and have it rail. No. What were they called? They were in decorations, I think. Lights, mist. No. Were they in doors and windows? Yes. Railing. This is what I need. And this is one tile. At least it should be. So if I sort of put this down. And then have it go across there. And across there. Yeah, that is a bit out of line. There we go. And put that there. And then that there. Okay. That works. And then we can put the put back on the Old West theme. We'll have ourselves a nice fancy door for the sheriff. Align to surface. A nice double door. No, sheriff's office. Now let's just stick with that simple door. If there's a sheriff's office which has a jail in it, you wouldn't expect that much fanciness. So we've got the door there. Let's actually have it a little bit more that way so I can try to put a sign over it. Because we need signs, and of course, Western style, of course, it needs the badge on it. And it's going to be... no. Sheriff. There we go. And the text. Have it a slightly more recognizable color. Ah, that'll work, I guess. I did spell that right, didn't I? Sheriff, 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 sheriff. Western sheriff. Yes, I did. That's good. See, that my sheriff's building is a lot bigger than their sheriff building because it apparently only has... If we're going by the one in Armadillo, it only had a couple of jail cells in it which were just to the side of his office. But this town has a much bigger, more fancy set of jails, yeah. And actually... let's have it in capitals. There we go, so it's a bit more prominent. Now, roof-wise. Let's just get the roof done, and we can go. So, let's edit roofs. I can also get some veranda roofs for the... yeah, let's get some for the balcony. Or can I actually have some jutting out? I think I can. It does stretch out a bit too far though, which is a problem. I have to stick with the veranda roofs. Okay, like that. And then like that. And like that. That. And one more like that. Lovely. I can put in some supports. Maybe some... would columns actually fit there? I'm probably just better off sticking with the supports. Like, no, it needs to... no. We'll just put them on the sides for now. I can put some in a bit later because I'm probably going to need to call this an end quite soon. We'll just finish the main roofs and such. 2 meters... seems to be ideal for the most part. Whoops, no. And maybe we can emphasize that the sheriff's office is its own separate area. Yeah. I'm not sure exactly how that's going to work, but we'll try. Maybe we should just do a corner. Corner, corner, corner. That's a slope. Outer corner. I'm not sure exactly how this is going to look once it's done. We'll just have a quick investigation. No, I want it there. And then along this way, and we'll just do some little ridge roofs, which we can then put in little walls. So yeah, these buildings are incredibly basic right now, not a whole lot of intricate details or little scenic parts like in these places where there's all these different levels and balconies and extra details and etc. But hopefully as this town starts to grow, I will slowly get better at this as I learn and improve. I like to think I can learn things at some relatively respectable pace. We'll have to see. But either way, I think that's going to be it for the time being. Yeah. So obviously no actual rides with the exception of this one here. Let's get that. We had it paused the whole time. But I've gotten it a little... sort of the basic building blocks of a station. I can probably put some more on this side as well, even though there's only one way for people to get off right now. Yeah, we're going to get a lot of those notifications. We've got ourselves little ticket booths. We've got ourselves just a pre-made hotel. A little area for wagons, and what is right now the sheriff's office with the jail cells. I'll add some more details to these later, but ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching the first little part of Other Way from Eastern Town, as in Western Town. That's the best title I could think of right now. I sincerely hope that you enjoyed, and you would join me for the next one where I'm going to get mostly building, but I'm also going to try and do a bit of scenery, get some actual sort of hills and mountains going. And possibly just a little ride or two so we can get some people coming in to visit. Yeah, shut up. But until then, see you next time.